Hi, so today we'll be seeing a step-by-step guide for premix manufacturer. So we'll be logging into Fosco's site and we'll be clicking on login with food business. After that, we are redirected to user sign-in page. Now we'll be providing our license number. After that, we'll be clicking on proceed button after entering the license number. Now, after clicking proceed button, we are uh, entering the password and the captcha shown below in the enter captcha field. After that, we'll be clicking on sign in button. So now here you can see we have successfully logged into Foscus portal. Now we'll be clicking on issued box, the green box, and after that we'll be clicking on issued license. Now here you can see the details and login to forTrace button. We'll be clicking on that. Now here you can see you have been redirected to forTrace home page for premix manufacturers. On the left hand side we can see raw material, lot, premix batch, lot, inventory, and manage user. Now firstly we'll be creating raw material by clicking on raw material and clicking on the plus icon on the left right hand side. Now here you can see vendor details. Now we'll be adding new vendor by clicking on add new vendor button. Here we'll be entering all the mandatory fields, which are name of vendor, vendor type, address of vendor, country, state, district, village or city, pin code, and the mobile number. Now we are entering state and district. Pin code and mobile number are mandatory to add a new vendor, and there are validations provided for the same. After clicking on submit button, here you can see vendor added to list. If you click on the name of the vendor, the newly vendor will be added at the last of the list, as you can see. And if you click, it will be auto-populated. Now we have a second option to add a vendor with Fssai license number. We'll be clicking on it. We'll be providing a 14-digit valid license number, and after that we'll be clicking on search button. So here you can see we have a name of the vendor for the valid license number, and if you click on OK, it will be added to a list and auto-populated. Now we are looking at the lot details. We have currently 4 raw materials. We'll be clicking on the first one. After that, we'll be entering raw material type used, manufacturing date, expiry date, manufacturer lot number, if any. After that, we'll be entering percentage to be used in premix blend. That is the percentage of the raw material you are using for the premix, and total quantities procured from the vendor. After that, you can add additional documents by clicking on additional documents and providing the file name and uploading the file. After that, you can click on the create button to create the raw material lot. Here you can see lot has been created. Now we'll be adding, similarly, we'll be adding 3 raw material lots. One for premix base, which we have created, one for vitamin B9, one for vitamin B12, and one for iron. Currently, here you can see after selecting raw material type, we have 2 types. We have selected one type, ferric phosphate, and we have filled the all mandatory fields. After that, we'll be clicking on create button to create the raw material lot. To manufacture a premix batch, all these 4 raw materials are mandatory to add. So now you can also use search vendor by license number, which we saw. If you click on OK, it is auto-populated. And now we are preparing a raw material lot for vitamin B12 with the type cyanobalamine. Total quantity is 20,000 kg. And the lot has been created. So now this is our last lot. For vitamin B9. So now we have filled all the mandatory fields. After that, we are adding the quantity and we'll click on create button. Here you can see lot has been created. And if you click on the lot, you can view the entered details. Now we'll be creating a new batch by clicking on premix batch all. And here you can see all created, sample tested, rejected, batch relatively dispatched. These are all the filters which are filtered on the stage basis. So now we'll be creating a new premix batch by clicking on plus button on the right hand corner. Here you can see we have redirected to the premix batch create. Vendor details will be autofilled because premix manufacturer is the vendor for premix, and we'll be adding raw material by clicking on raw material, add raw material button. We'll be selecting raw material from the option list. If you hover on the eye, you can view the quick summary, and we'll be adding quantities and units. We'll be adding all 4 raw materials because all 4 raw materials are mandatory: vitamin B9, vitamin B12, iron, and premix base. And currently we are giving 250 kgs and we are preparing a 1000 kg batch. Instructions are optional. You can add if you want. And now here we can see we are adding the batch details, batch name, manufacturer batch number if any, manufacturing date, expiry date, total quantity in kgs. Percentage to be used is 2, that is auto-filled. Now after adding the quantity, technical specification sheet and material specification sheet are mandatory. These are those documents which contains the specified material that is used in building the premix batch or manufacturing the premix batch. Now you can also add additional documents if you want by clicking on additional documents, and after that we'll be clicking on create button. Now you can see batch has been created and the batch state is created. History tab is also appearing. Batch history tree is also updated. Here you can see in the vendor details a code is added, QR code. If you click on it, you can download the QR code. We have downloaded the QR code and here you can view it. And here is the link and picture of the QR code which is shown the details. Here you can also view the material details, history, batch details, batch history tree. Here you can see premix batch history tree. It is created on this and it is created by 4 raw materials. Now we'll be sending sample to lab by clicking on send sample to lab button. We'll be selecting our lab name from the drop down by searching it. After that we'll be providing comments and clicking on send sample to lab button. Yes, in the confirmation message, and here you can see sample has been sent to lab for testing. Batch history and history is also updated, as you can see. Now we'll be logging as lab user to test the sample sent to lab. Now this is the lab portal. We'll be adding user credentials. After that, we'll be clicking on login button. Here you can see we have redirected to the lab portal homepage. Now we'll be clicking on premix all. Here you can see we have two sample to receive stage with the shipment number. Now we'll be receiving a sample by clicking on lot record and shipment record, and we'll be clicking on receive sample button. After that, the date is changeable. You can click on it and change the date if you want. We'll be providing comments and clicking on receive sample button, yes, in the confirmation message. And here you can see sample has been received. Now we'll be adding lab test details. If you click on it in the performed by, we'll be adding the lab test username. After that, you can see we are adding result. If the result is within range, so the lab test will pass, and if not, it will fail and batch cannot be moved ahead in the portal. Now lab report is also mandatory. We are attaching it, and after that we'll be clicking on submit test report and yes in the confirmation message, and here you can see test done. So if lab user does not want to test the sample by any reason, so can reject without testing or reject without accepting. So we'll be receiving a sample first by clicking on shipment code, and after that receiving sample by clicking on receive sample button and adding comments. After that we'll be clicking on receive sample button, yes in the confirmation message. Here you can see sample has been received. After that we'll be clicking on sample reject sample without testing. The date is editable. You can change it by clicking on it. We'll be adding comments and clicking on reject sample without testing, yes in the confirmation message. Here you can see sample rejected stage. Now we are logging out and we'll be logging in to the premix user via forTrace. After providing user creds, we are entering into the portal. Now we'll be going to premix batch all. Now here you can see batch stage has been changed to batch ready to dispatch. Now here you can see we are redirecting to the batch. If the test is not in range, it is rejected. Here you can see 6000 is out of the range, so it is rejected. You can download the lab report as well. History and batch history has been updated as well. If the batch is rejected, you cannot move it ahead. And here you can see packaging info is required to dispatch the batch. Now we'll be adding packaging info. Click on add button. After that we'll be providing size and units. Size of the bag 100 kgs, unit kgs, and quantity 10. Click yes in the confirmation message. After clicking on save packaging info, here you can see packaging info is added. Now we have the dispatch button as well. To dispatch, we'll be clicking on dispatch button. You can add wastage detail also. So click on wastage detail. You can click on add wastage. We'll be adding quantity 10 units kgs, and we'll be providing comments which are mandatory. After providing comments, we'll be clicking on submit button, and yes, here you can see successfully added wastage info. So this wastage info will be deducted from your remaining quantity, that is remaining quantity is 990 kgs, 10 kgs we have added in wastage, so the remaining quantity 990 kgs. Now we'll be dispatching a batch. Now to dispatch a lot from a batch, we'll be clicking on dispatch button. You can add a manufacturer lot number if any. So now we'll be searching our manufacturer name in the manufacturer name drop down. After that, we'll be adding item by clicking on add item. Bag size is 100 kg. Item 1. Click on dispatch. Here you can see lot dispatched successfully. Stage is also changed to partially dispatched. We'll be dispatching another lot by license number. Here we'll be entering the manufacturer license number of valid 14-digit license number. After that, we'll be clicking on search button. Here you can see it will be auto-filled. We'll be adding item 100 kgs bag quantity 1 dispatch lot, and yes in the confirmation message. Here you can see lot dispatched successfully. After that, here you can see user detail is new tab, and here you can see the details of the dispatch lots. If you can download the table data as well, click on download, and it will be downloaded in Excel format. In the packaging info, here you can see we have dispatched 200 kgs bag and 8 are in our inventory. It is available to dispatch. So similarly, here you can download the premix batch table data as well. It will download it in Excel format. You can also search via the manufacturer batch number and the batch number provided by the portal. Here you can see the desired search results. You can apply the filters as well. We have the search filters as well. So now we have the filter date. We are filtering by manufacturer date and stage. So now here you can view the filtered data's result. So now we'll be going to lot. Here you can view the premix lot details. We have dispatched 2 lots of 1 quintal. It is shown on the second page. If you click on it, here you can view the vendor details, material details, lot details, batch details, history, and the batch history tree for the lot as well. The lot is created by this premix manufacturer and all the stages. In the lot dispatch, you can view from and to as well. You can search a lot number as well in the search bar, and similarly you can apply the filters as well on the expiry date, manufacturing date, stage. In the inventory, here we can view the raw material inventory. You can download the data as well. It will be downloaded in Excel format. After that, you can search via the lot number. and apply filters. Here you can view the premix batch in inventory, the batches for all stage. You can apply the search filters and filters as well. Here you can view we have filtered the data by stage sample rejected. Now if you have a data entry operator, so you have to add a new user for them. So we'll be clicking on manage user and plus button to create a new user. Here you can give the first name and last name, username, email ID, password and confirm password. All these are mandatory fields to create a new user. After that we'll be adding new roles for the users. Password and confirm password should be same. Now we'll be adding roles. We'll be clicking on add role, category premix, role approver, user, and add. Yeah, you can set the status active and inactive as well as per your choosing. Active will be active user, inactive will be inactive user. You can click on add user button and user is created successfully if you click on it, and you can reset password as well. If you click on reset password, you can enter your new password and confirm the new password and click on update password. And if you click on the notifications, here you can view all the notifications related to lots and batch and the states change as well. Here you can see we are seeing a data of rejected batch. Thank you.